Hey everybody, welcome back into another episode of the Newcomers podcast presented by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Nebraska, and welcome inside the Aloe Fiber podcast studio. I'm Jessica Coody, joined by Sam Orme, another one of the newcomers to the Nebraska men's basketball team this season. Well, welcome to Lincoln. Are you getting settled in?
Yeah, I'm loving it so far. The apartment's great. Weather's been pretty good. It's been a good first week.
So I feel like when, again, the transfer portal opened, Nebraska wanted you wanted Nebraska. Tell us about that when you kind of were thinking about making the decision.
Yeah, it was honestly a pretty easy decision. They were probably the first school that reached out to me, which, was, in my mind, a perfect fit. So I had a Zoom with them and then kind of took the rest of the day to think it over and then committed the next morning.
I was going to say, your game, Nebraska system, is there a better fit?
I don't think so, no. I'm very excited for that. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, watching Coach Hoiberg's system and what he does with stretch forwards like yourself that can shoot from the outside, how exciting is that to be able to dive into that and be a part of that?
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Just by the way he talks about the offense and some of the Zooms that we've been doing, it really just shows me how well the offense is thought out and designed. So I think it should be a seamless fit.
What is it about it that makes it, again, so favorable for guys like yourself?
Spacing for sure. One of the things that he highlights is not a lot of people inside the three-point line, and just having like a 4-point line like deeper than the 3-point line, which also emphasizes spacing, which should be awesome.
So transferring from Belmont, how do you feel like, again, what you've done in your college career so far will translate to Nebraska and to the Big Ten?
Yeah, at Belmont, we had a pretty similar style of play, just very open spacing, like to get out in transition. We didn't get on the defensive end as much as I think Nebraska will, but it was a good conference. We were physical, and there's been a lot of high-level talent, which is, I think, good for me, which should hopefully translate.
So reading up on you a little bit, your high school coach was saying like you grew up a guard, right? And then kind of had to, once you hit your growth spurt, maybe move down a little bit and played some stretch four?
Yeah, I was a pretty tall kid, and then once I got to like 5th, 6th grade, I kind of stopped growing a little bit, and everyone kind of caught up to me. But freshman year, I hit a big growth spurt, and then kind of had to switch to a 3-4 role, which now is just a 4 role. How
much do you feel like that helped you, though, being that you grew up kind of playing guards, being out on the perimeter a little bit? How do you feel that translated to help you be the kind of basketball player you are?
I think it's helped me most in like just being able to see the floor. Mm-hmm. Just like being a big guard like I used to be, just being able to see the floor and make the right reads. I feel like that has definitely translated the most.
So a very consistent three-point shooter, if you guys have not gathered that yet. 40% last year as a sophomore, 38% as a freshman. What has gone into that and you being such a consistent threat from the outside?
I'd say just countless days working in the gym. That really started over COVID. I want to give all my credit to my parents. They were always keeping me, getting up shots, just staying in the gym. And right after the COVID season, I think I shot 46% from three as a sophomore in high school, which kind of built some habits just going forward.
So did you alter your shot at all, or did you just kind of, again, just tweak what you had done?
At that point, I was just staying in the gym, not tweaking anything, and then I kind of had a slump my junior year, and I kind of tweaked some things and then got back to around 40% my senior year, which definitely helped.
Are you a guy that just you want to find peace, you go to the gym?
Yeah, I'd say so. That's probably my first option, and then the golf course is second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you're not in the gym or golfing, what are some of the things you like to do outside of basketball?
We got a pool over at our apartment complex. I love to just relax by the pool. I'm a big pickleball guy. Pickleball.
Nice.
Cornhole, just kind of all those games.
So you're kind of into, you just want to compete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
How important is that? Because, Coach Hoiberg is the nicest guy I feel like you've ever can meet, but he's also like the most competitive person you ever can meet.
Yeah, there's definitely a good balance there, just being personable off the floor, but then also having that competitive edge. It's pretty special.
Read that you're a big Chicago Cubs fan. Is that's true?
Correct. I was out in Wrigley 3-4 weeks ago. I'm a huge Cubs fan.
How about the Nebraska volleyball team playing a match inside Wrigley this season?
That's going to be awesome. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
They're playing at Wrigley?
At Wrigley.
That'll be awesome. It's a spectacle.
No matter how long you've been in Nebraska, you're a part of the team. And Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Nebraska is right there with you. We're here to help you stay healthy and strong so you can focus on what matters most, putting in the work and getting better every day. So, again, when you talk about like settling in with the group, you guys got a lot of transfer guys that have played a lot of basketball, but then you're also mixing in a lot of guys that have played a lot of ball here at Nebraska. I mean, how does that process work of trying to, again, form playing with each other that you haven't played with? Yeah,
I'd say I've been on both sides of that. At Belmont, we definitely had some guys leave, and at that point, I was one of the returners, so it's good to see it from both perspectives, just like trying to get new guys involved from that side, and then also being the new guy and trying to stay involved with the returners.
Obviously going to be a threat on the offensive end, but how do you feel about settling into what is demanded on the defensive end with this program as well?
I feel pretty good about it. I feel like I can guard multiple positions, just get my hands in passing lanes. I feel like I'm a good positional defender, know the right spots.
So when we talk about you fitting with this system, where are some areas of your game that you feel like you can also grow working with this coaching staff?
I'd say just being more versatile, just not being like a pick and pop threat guy. I feel like I can definitely work on, taking it off the bounce a little bit better, finishing for sure, and then rebounding, I'd say. Definitely want to improve there.
And then in the summer, what's the importance of the summer, and what are the things that this team needs to get accomplished here in this time?
I'd say just growing as a unit. We got, like you said, a bunch of incoming guys, freshmen, transfer, and then returners. I feel like we just need to build a set chemistry from day one, and then I think the rest of it will take care of itself.
All right. You excited about Husker Nation?
Yeah.
Pretty excited?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
Okay, I've got some fun questions, some rapid fire to close this thing out.
Okay.
Who is your favorite athlete growing up, both basketball and non-basketball?
Basketball, I'd say Victor Oladipo. I grew up an Indiana basketball fan. He was electric. And then non-basketball, I'd probably have to go with Andrew Luck.
Okay.
Andrew Luck was pretty awesome. He was in his prime right when I was becoming a Colts fan.
Sport in the Olympics you'd play that's not basketball?
Does this count for like Summer Olympics too?
Uh-huh.
I'd say golf.
Okay.
Yeah.
Favorite basketball stat?
Effective field goal percentage.
Nice. Favorite meal? Like, what's your go-to number one?
Like 3-course meal?
Sure.
Okay, because I can go through all. Okay, I'll go lobster bisque to start.
Okay.
And then the main course is going to be a ribeye, medium rare, side of mashed potatoes and some broccoli, and then to finish it up, a slice of cheesecake.
Okay, so you just mentioned broccoli. I assume that's your favorite vegetable. What's your second favorite vegetable? And you should be very thoughtful about this.
Potatoes don't count?
No.
Okay.
What state are you in now?
Does corn count? I thought that was a starch.
Corn, yes.
Well, yeah, okay. Corn, I like corn more than broccoli, but just to go off the steak, I'd say broccoli.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a story or a reason behind your number?
Okay. My freshman year of high school, I had always worn number 0 growing up. And going into high school, they don't give out 0 or number 1 because of like Mr. Basketball. And I was stuck there, and I was texting my dad. I was like, "What's a family number?" And he said 14. He wore it. My uncle wore it. My grandpa wore it. Just kind of runs in the family.
I like it.
Yeah.
Who's your biggest mentor?
My dad, for sure.
What role has he played in your game and how you are here today?
He's always been pushing me, just kind of giving me tips, just kind of staying on top of me, not letting me get too high, not letting me get too low, just kind of that stuff.
Best holiday?
Thanksgiving.
Best thing about Lincoln?
Best thing about Lincoln. I'm going to the Children's Zoo tonight, so maybe that'll be my answer.
All right.
Actually, I haven't gotten around to it, but I've heard there's a lot of amazing golf courses.
Multiple players have said that so far. There's a lot of golfers.
I'm excited for that.
And we're talking about, you had a great idea. We need to have a Ryder Cup competition.
Absolutely.
Because there's a lot of you guys. We need to get that set up. And then maybe we could broadcast it.
Yep.
All right.
Awesome.
Well, great stuff. It was great chatting with you, and welcome to Lincoln.
Thank you very much.
Again, that was Sam Orme joining us here on our Newcomer series presented by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Nebraska. For over 85 years, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Nebraska has called the Cornhuskers state home. And being of Nebraska means showing up for the people who live here. As your neighbors and fellow fans, we're proud to be champions for the health and well-being of communities across the state.